Hello, I'm Sister Susan Sanders, Vice President for the Office for University Mission and Heritage at Saint Xavier University. Saint Xavier University hosts 2 ongoing lecture series focusing on religion's place in the modern world. The Squeaky Weal Lecture Series promotes thoughtful consideration and public discourse on issues of public concern. And our Catholic Colloquium Series explores how the Catholic University is a resource both for examining contemporary social questions and for developing healthy, active, spiritual lives. To learn how you can join us at Saint Xavier for these remarkable lectures, please visit www.sxu.edu. I hope you will enjoy the following short selection of some of our previous guests. Thank you.
That even if a person of color, even if a woman were to move into the White House, we still have 40 million people who are uninsured. Even if Barack Obama makes it into the White House, we still have to struggle with poverty and violence. Even if that were to happen, we still believe that we can solve our problems with the barrel of a gun.
The environmental article said that everyone has a fundamental right to a healthful environment. We have the fundamental right. It's a basic right. And it also says in our Constitution that it's the duty of every person to provide and maintain a healthful environment for this and future generations. So it's not just government or bureaucrats providing for a healthful environment. It's all of us, the duty of every person. And it's not just for our time, it's really for all time.
So I have seen in my life that religion and our faith taught us to care for the least among us, to care for the common good, to care for justice. And what I've seen over the last few years is that the great religious leaders that you talk about seem to be focused only on abortion, same-sex marriage, and stem cell research. Those are important issues, but they're not the only issues we care about.
The fact that we have spent, by 2004, almost twice as much as our comparator countries in Europe and other places in order to achieve a life expectancy that's not as high as those countries. There's something inherently wrong. Because if throwing money at it would make a difference, we should be much better off. Would you not agree?
And I could have brought with me the latest edition of the Wall Street Journal and just read you 8 or 10 headlines, but they're all really devastatingly troubling. We are in the midst of one of the most complex economic disasters, I think probably the most complex economic disaster in the history of the United States. I think the situation in 1932 was fairly straightforward compared with what we're dealing with now, and I'll get back to that.